Fantastic. So all these over a period of time become your learning assets, and then there are assessment models and patterns that would be there, and you probably will have the background of the kids again in the system, and therefore over a period of time it could become a learning model, and you can then take it across multiple schools if you were to run it like a platform. Imagine learning as a platform, and therefore you're really looking at it using the AI, using the models, using the workflows. You're just then ensuring that if I were a teacher, I could pick up my learning assets and then apply it in the school depending on how contextually I'm looking at the kid, and therefore can I pick up my library of learning assets for the kid. That's really how you're looking at it.
Absolutely. In fact, it's very interesting that you mentioned that because we've also seen the evolution of our own thinking. When I think ChatGPT came out, I was absolutely fascinated by what it enabled. This is right around the time we started our schools, we were creating our own things. And I wrote this post. I think the title was "One AI Tutor for Every Child,"
Yeah.
and that actually went viral. So it was, there's a very popular tech forum called Hacker News, run by Y Combinator. So it ranked number one there. It's now I think read by 20,000 people. In many ways, that led to us being funded as well. But our evolution, like thinking, has evolved since then, right? So when I wrote that piece, the idea was they could be a tutor for each child. But now when we've looked at learning at a very deep level, what we're seeing is learning is always, especially with us, fundamentally human. So what we're doing is now what we have is a learning assistant for every facilitator. So the learning loop still is very human. It's the child and the facilitator and the parents. It's all the humans involved in this, right? With their shared context and shared culture. But this is being enabled by an AI assistant in the back, and that's what we're building. So I think, yeah, even going ahead, we will have games, we will have all of this. But for us, the focus always has to be about the child being inspired and learning along with and with a human, with a mentor and a guide, but who could in turn be assisted by this. It's like, to use a very geeky metaphor, I think it's like an Iron Man suit for your teacher.